Hello, Dodgers Nation. Welcome back to the Dodgers Insider, your go-to spot for everything happening in the world of the Los Angeles Dodgers. And today's we got three massive updates packed with fire. Shohei Ohtani just made MLB history again, and it might be his most dominant stretch yet. But while Ohtani's smashing records, another Japanese phenom, Roki Sasaki, has just hit a major roadblock. His transition to the big leagues is unraveling fast, and now he's heading to the injured list. And to round things out, we've got a critical health update on two key Dodgers, Tommy Edman and Teoscar Hernandez, with implications for the team's depth and postseason push. So let's dive in, because what's happening in Los Angeles right now could reshape the entire MLB season. Update 1. Ohtani's historic stretch. There's simply no one in baseball like Shohei Ohtani. Since his debut back in 2018, Ohtani has become more than a superstar. He's become a global icon and a walking baseball anomaly. Last season, he shattered expectations by becoming the first player in Major League history to rack up 50 home runs and 50 stolen bases in a single year. It was historic, breathtaking, and seemingly impossible. But somehow, he's even better this year. After his monster performance in Thursday's 19-2 blowout win over the A's, where he went 2 for 5 with 2 home runs and 6 RBIs, Ohtani is now slashing .310, .409/673. His 1.082 OPS and 203 OPS plus are both career highs. He leads the majors in homers with 15 and runs scored with 48. That's not just MVP caliber. That's Barry Bonds territory. According to OptaStats, Ohtani is the first MLB player ever with at least 15 homers, 10 steals, 45 runs, and 25 walks over a 42-game stretch. That stat perfectly captures what makes him different: power, speed, and elite plate discipline, all in one. At just 30 years old and in his 8th big league season, Ohtani is still evolving. He's fine-tuning his swing. He's becoming even more selective, and he's already on pace for another historic 50-50 season if he stays healthy. Even if he falls just short, he could still become the first player ever with multiple 40-40 seasons. And here's the wildest part. Ohtani is now the frontrunner for yet another MVP award, potentially his 4th overall and 3rd straight. If he does it, he'll join Barry Bonds as the only player in MLB history with 3 consecutive MVPs and 4 total. If the Dodgers ride his current stretch into October, we could be looking at not just a back-to-back MVP, but a back-to-back World Series champion. Update 2. Roki Sasaki's struggles and injury setback. But while Ohtani is soaring, fellow Japanese star Roki Sasaki is facing a very different reality. The Dodgers announced this week that Sasaki has been placed on the 15-day injured list with a right shoulder impingement. The team recalled reliever J.P. Feyereisen in a corresponding move, and Sasaki will be eligible to return on May 28th, assuming things go smoothly. Let's be honest, this isn't how things were supposed to go. Sasaki came into the league as one of the most hyped international prospects of the past decade. With a blazing 100-mile-per-hour fastball, a world-class splitter, and comparisons to legends like Steven Strasburg and Paul Skeens, expectations were sky-high. But the results have been shaky, at best. Through 8 starts, Sasaki holds a 4.72 ERA, a bloated 6.17 FIP, and a whip nearing 1.50. Even more concerning, his fastball velocity has dipped noticeably. After sitting in the high 90s in Japan and topping triple digits in the World Baseball Classic, Sasaki's fastball has averaged just 96 miles per hour this season. In his most recent outing, it was down to 94.8 miles per hour, and he gave up 5 earned runs with 0 strikeouts in just 4 innings. Manager Dave Roberts confirmed that Sasaki felt arm soreness after that start, and this IL stint might be as much about mental reset as it is about physical recovery. So what's going wrong? Scouts say hitters are sitting on his fastball and crushing it. They're slugging nearly .500 against the pitch. While his splitter is still elite, His lack of command and inconsistency with the slider have made him far too predictable. Let's be clear, no one's labeling Sasaki a bust. He's only 23, and the adjustment to MLB hitters and American training routines takes time. But it's also clear that he didn't arrive in the league as a finished product, especially compared to someone like Yoshinobu Yamamoto, who had a more polished NPB resume. There's still time for Sasaki to figure it out. The Dodgers' development staff is world-class, and if anyone can help unlock his full potential, it's them. But for now, Sasaki's dream start is officially on hold. Update 3. Injury timeline for Edman and Hernández. Meanwhile, the Dodgers' injury list continues to grow, but there's some clarity on a pair of key veterans, Tommy Edman and Teoscar Hernández. According to Dodgers Nation, both players are still expected to remain out through this weekend. They've recently been swinging against right-hander Tommy Sheehan, who's himself coming back from Tommy John surgery, but their returns won't come in time for the Freeway Series against the Angels. Let's break this down. Hernández may need a short rehab assignment before being activated, while Edman is reportedly closer to returning without one. The team hasn't committed to a firm date yet, but the expectation is that they'll both be back by the end of May. Injury-wise, these were initially labeled as minor issues, but missing extended time in a crowded division race is far from ideal. The Dodgers may have the best record in the National League, but their lead over the Padres and Giants remains razor-thin. Every game matters. Still, this team has shown resilience. Even without Edman and Hernández, they're finding ways to win. But long-term, both players will be essential, especially once October arrives. Edman's versatility in the field and Hernández's power bat could be the difference between a deep playoff run and an early exit. So while this isn't panic mode, the Dodgers know they need these two healthy, and soon. From Ohtani's jaw-dropping MVP campaign to Roki Sasaki's growing pains and the urgent need to get healthy, this Dodgers team is facing a roller coaster of a season, and we're only in May. But one thing's for sure, when the lights are brightest, this team knows how to rise. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single update from the Dodgers Insider. We're tracking every homer, every headline, and every comeback. And trust us, the next few months are going to be a wild ride. This is the Dodgers Insider. We'll see you in the next one.